Hello and welcome to my Excel tutorial on using the sum function. The sum function is one of the most useful and commonly used functions in Excel, and it allows you to easily total or sum a range of cells. In this video, I'll show you how to use the sum function to add up a column or row of numbers, as well as how to sum only specific cells. So the sum function adds together a range of cells and returns the total value. The basic syntax for sum is, as shown on screen, equals sum, open parentheses, and then this is where you'd put in the list of cells or ranges that you want to sum, separated by commas, and then close parentheses. So we've got a few different ways we can use sum here, and if you'll notice, I've got numbers 1 through 10 on column A, but then I've also got two other sheets down here, tens, which is 11 through 20, and then 20s, which is 21 through 30. Now we'll get to that at the end. That's a little more advanced, but for the basics, here's what we'll do. We can do individual numbers, which would be equals sum, open parentheses, and then choose the numbers that you want to add up. So if you want to do 1, and then you'll separate it by a comma. Then we want to do 12, comma, 22. And then we close with parentheses. Now we get the sum of those three numbers, 1, 12, and 22 equals 35. So then we can also do individual cells. So to do that, we call out the cells when we start with equals, sum, and then open parentheses. And so say we want to add cell A1, say A1, comma, we can say A2, and then A3, and we just call out the cells that we want to add up. And then we close it with parentheses and we hit enter. And we'll get our sum of 1, 2, and 3, cell A1, A2, and A3. So now you can also do an entire range of cells. Now say we want to add up everything from A1 to A10. So to do that, we'll say equals sum, open parentheses, we'll say A1 and then colon A10. And you'll see it's now highlighted A1 through A10, and then we'll close parentheses and hit enter. Now you have your sum of A1 through A10. That's our list here. Now, another way you can do this is you can combine the results that we got doing individual cells and the results that we got doing entire ranges of cells. So say we only want to add 1 and then 4, 5, 6, and 10. So to do that, we can say equals sum, open parentheses, we'll call out cell A1, then we can use comma, and then we want to do cell A4, and then we'll say colon, because we want to do A4 through A6, and then we'll say comma, but we also want to get cell A10, so we call out A10. So you see that it's selected just those cells, cell A1, and then A4 through A6, and then A10. Then we close the parentheses and we hit enter. And now we get our sum of those cells that we selected there. Now, this is more advanced, but it's still an option that you can do. You can do multiple sheets. So as I pointed out before, we've got 1 through 10 here, but then on our 10 sheet we have 11 through 20, and our 20 sheet we have 21 through 30. So to do this, say we want to add up A3 on each sheet. So we want to add up 3, 13, and 23. So the easiest way to do this, you're going to say equals sum, then open parentheses, and then click on the cells that you want to add. So we want to do A3. So we do A3, and then we do comma. Now we want to do A3 on the 10 sheet, so we just click on tens, and you'll notice it's written the sheet name in here, tens exclamation mark. You always get the exclamation mark after the sheet name. So then we choose A3 here, and then put another comma, and then we want to add A3 on the 20 sheet. So we click on 20s, and you'll see 20s with the exclamation mark, and you can type this in manually too if you know which cell you want to call out. So on the 20 sheet, we'll choose A3. And then you just close your parentheses and you hit enter. So now we've got our sum of A3 on this sheet, which is 3, A3 on the 10 sheet, which is 13, and then A3 on the 20 sheet, which would be 23. And that equals 39. So that covers the basics of using the sum function in Excel to quickly add up columns, rows, specific cells, and different pages in your worksheet. Sum is probably one of the most handy Excel functions for aggregating numbers for analysis, and I hope this video helped you learn how to use sum. Alright, this has been See Then Do Excel. If you found the video helpful, please like and subscribe, and then click that notification button to be alerted when I release new videos in the future. See you next time.